Defining Witch Metal Empire presents Festival of the Witch 2, a 2-day event featuring witches, bitches, food, and the best of the Midwest at the Crew Rock Lounge in Berwyn, Illinois. Beginning on Friday, July 21st with performances by The Broken Deity, Dark Trilogy, Damien Thorne, Wrath, Savior from Anger, Cold Bearded Killers, Midwest Cartel, and Buried in Yellow. Then finishing on Saturday, July 22nd with Reckless Op, Corners of Sanctuary, Sunless Sky, Scream King, Matiana, Psychomancer, Cold Black River, Unquiet Eddie, and Rosaries. Also featured will be the mystic arts of Ron Fitzgerald's Realm on the 22nd, and the sexy and twisted entertainment of Lady India and the wicked bitches of the Midwest on both the 21st and 22nd, with more to be announced. This'll be one hell of a good time, so come out to Festival of the Witch 2 on July 21st through the 22nd. Tickets are $20 at the door for both nights. Ticket price includes dinner at the event. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 6 p.m. on Friday, 5 p.m. on Saturday. Brought to you by Chicago Metal Factory, the Pits of Metal Chaos, Rebel Radio, Metal Devastation Radio, and Defining Witch Metal Empire. 18 or older only. Visit the event page on Facebook.
We're live in the Pits of Metal Chaos with your one and only, and we're live with Clint Pagel of Dark Trilogy. What's up, Clint?
Oh, I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm okay. How's the weather over there?
Fantastic. Perfect, actually.
It's a perfect night to go fishing. Go sit by the lake and go fish.
Right on.
And have a beer or two.
There you go.
Yeah. So tell me about the band Dark Trilogy.
Well, we're a three-piece instrumental band. Power trio, I guess, is the technical term, being that it's guitar, bass, and drums. The different aspect is that we are an instrumental band. So I guess in the last recent couple of years, that's sort of become a little more acceptable. But when we first got together, it wasn't really quite as in fashion, I suppose. It was in the mid to late 80s, quite a bit actually, when I was first sort of inspired to go that direction. But that sort of fell away, and now it seems like with the emergence of some new bands that are doing that, maybe it's back a little bit, but that's kind of our thing.
Okay. Now, when did you guys start the band? And who founded the band?
2009 is when we started putting together Dark Trilogy material. Keith and I were in a band prior to that for a short time, but 2009 is when we started writing and recording and playing out with Joe. So it's been a while. It's been 8 years, I guess.
What made you pick the name Dark Trilogy?
Joe picked the name. We had a hard time coming up with a name. Everything seemed to be taken or whatever. I had a couple of names that I thought were cooler, but nobody else liked them. So I just said, you pick it, just let me know tomorrow or whatever. That's what he came up with. So that's what it is.
Dark Trilogy that's
not really a deep meaning or anything, I guess. It's the working the number 3 into it, and I guess sort of the darker tone of some of the material,
Yeah.
Not too deep.
Progressive rock, Dark Trilogy. That fits.
Yeah, we get the progressive label. I guess some of the newer stuff we've done, it leans more that way. I don't think we were all that progressive when we started. We were instrumental, sort of guitar-oriented band, but not 100% progressive. I think we're heading more that way now. But I definitely, I'll take that label.
So your first full-length disc was released in 2011?
Yes, that's, well, actually what we did is we had 3 EPs out initially. And in 2014, I compiled those the EPs into one full-length album, just so that it would be easier to, to sell and promote and stuff as one full-length album instead of, three little short EPs. So I compiled that into one, 2014, and then just last month we put out our new full-length record, which is called Invictus, and that's actually our first full-length album recorded, all at once.
Okay. You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so
Sorry.
how many full lengths you guys got out right now?
It's 2.
2.
Just like I said, the compilation of our first 3 EPs. That makes one full length, and then the new one that's just come out. So two full length.
You still have those first 3 EPs for sale?
There's a few copies. Yeah. One I think is gone. There is some copies of the second one. Actually, no, I take that back. The second one's gone also. There's some copies of the third one left, but I'd have to dig them up and find them, actually. I don't even know where they are.
Are you guys going to plan to make new ones to really release them again?
Probably not. I think we're just going to, release the full length and, have that out. More than likely, the next thing we do will probably be another full length. I just find that a little easier to sell. It's a little harder to market an EP because you can't sell it for very much, and it still costs the same amount to make it. So you might as well record 5 or 6 more songs and put out a full length record, at least in my opinion. And I find people like that too. They at least people that buy our stuff, they really like the fact that it's a full CD.
So, who sings in the band?
What's that? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Does someone sing?
Oh, no, we're completely instrumental.
Okay.
100%. Now and then at live shows, at the end of the set, we may do like a cover, and Joe, our guitar player, sings. But we're trying to move away from that to be pure 100% instrumental. And what that is the guitar takes over the vocal role.
Yeah.
It's sort of common in a lot of the 80s
it's kind of like
music, Shrapnel Records, bands and things like that we draw the influence from. Joe Satriani, Steve Vai.
It's kind of like
that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes. Yeah. Less orchestral, a little more straight ahead, but basically the same idea.
Yeah, I've interviewed Joel Hoekstra a couple times on my show. He's from Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I interviewed a couple of other members too. I don't even remember. Anyways,
they're fantastic.
Yeah, I like Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So, anyways, tell me, you guys played with guitar legend Michelangelo Beto?
Oh yeah, several shows. Starting, when was that? 2014. He started playing solo shows, and we got on the bill and kind of hit it off. And I realized that was the type of shows that we really excelled at because it's right in the same genre as us. So we ended up opening, I think, 10 or 11 shows in the last 2 years for Michael. So it's been fun. It's been a great audience to play to. Our audience is cross.
Yeah.
Have a lot in common. So it's good to play with somebody like that. And he ended up playing on a track on our new album too. He played a solo on a song called Phantom Mania for us.
Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have any of your music. It's okay.
Well, darn. We'll have to change that.
Yeah. What about Jakey Lee? And
Did a show with Red Dragon Cartel also, yeah.
and Tony McAlpine.
Oh, yeah, Tony McAlpine is one of my all-time favorite musicians. I mean, his first album, Edge of Insanity, is a massive influence on me as a musician. So doing that show was like unreal for me. He's a mega talent.
Okay. Now, tell me, is there any other big time artists you guys played with? Shared the stage with?
We've done a couple of shows with John Five, who is Rob Zombie's guitar player.
Oh, nice.
He's done a couple solo tours where he does instrumental music.
Nice.
And then we opened one show on each one of those tours. What else have we done? We played with the Winery Dogs last year.
Nice.
Which was my personal highlight because they're just like the top of my list. We did a show with George Lynch, with Lynch Mob.
Oh, nice. I like Lynch Mob.
Yeah, and we played with Jackal. We played with the 60s surf guitar player Dick Dale. That was kind of interesting. We've been fortunate the last couple of years to land on some good shows like that.
Okay, so how did you guys get on the Festival of the Witch, Deborah Steele show?
She got a hold of me. She sent me a message and asked if it would be something that we would be interested in, and I kind of researched it and said, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do it. She said she had a spot open, and I jumped in it.
So you guys are playing Friday, July 21st.
Friday night, yeah. It's a late spot. I think it's like midnight.
Oh shit. It's okay. So and then the show after that, you guys are doing what show after that? July 27th?
The next show we have after that would be we're playing with a band called Westfield Massacre.
Okay.
In South Bend, Indiana, and what that band is kind of a almost like a super group type thing.
Like Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah, it's members of like I don't know, the singer played in Rat for a while and in Quiet Riot for a while. He replaced those singers for a short time.
And
the
then
guitar player played in a band called Lizzie Borden, which I like a lot.
And then
the 80s.
You got Metal Church.
And I forget who else was in that.
Wait.
That should be a fun one.
Hold on. You got Metal Church, Quiet Riot, Elders Abbott.
Played at Metal Church and Lizzie Borden. The singer filled in Quiet Riot for a while. But they don't sound like those bands. They sound like a modern American metal sort of a band. They're real heavy.
Nice.
That's coming up on the 27th.
I saw Metal Church last year, April 2nd, 2016 at the Metal Grill, which the Metal Grill closed down.
Yeah. I remember that. They played somewhere else not too far away either. I didn't get a chance to go. Love that band.
Yeah, I love Metal Church too. And my boys. Yeah. Those guys are my boys.
Yeah.
Cool people. So, you guys are playing Friday at midnight?
Yep. I think that's. I just saw the itinerary earlier today. I want to say it's right around midnight. The witching hour.
It's okay. I'll be there. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, great. I don't know what to expect. I know they've had one other one. I didn't go to it, so I'm not sure what to expect. But
it's gonna get crazy.
Oh, good.
It's gonna be fun and crazy. You'll have a lot of fun. Trust me.
Oh, great.
Deborah Steele puts on good shows.
She seems like a lot of fun.
That's my sister.
I hope it goes well.
That's my sister.
We'll be there trying to get people to stick around until the end.
Also, you guys got an official video put out? The Hellfire?
Yeah, that was the first song released off of the new CD, Hellfire. We haven't shot a performance type video yet. That's still kind of in the works. So I would probably look for that in the next couple of months. But there's a couple of videos that are out from the album.
Okay, well, Friday night, Dave will be videotaping. We'll have you on,
Oh, cool.
yeah, MP3, whatever. Then what do they call it? That
Yeah, excellent.
SD put on email to you.
Yeah, cool.
What?
Look for that.
Whatchamacallit, there was something else I want to ask. Okay, so, what's your part in the band?
I play bass.
You play bass.
Sorry, I should have said that up front.
And how long you been playing
yeah,
bass?
I have played, gosh, let me add this up, 27 years, 28 years, if my math is correct. Long time.
Okay.
And I'm still working at it. It's amazing.
Okay, 28 years you've been playing bass. So,
Yeah.
is it only bass you've been playing, not guitar, not anything else?
Yeah, I started on bass. I didn't gravitate to anything else. I started on bass. I kind of figured that out before I started playing anything. I knew I wanted to be a musician, but I didn't quite, I thought maybe a drummer at first, and but I always liked guitar players. I always liked the melody and the way a guitar sounded. So I was just sort of confused on what to do as a kid, and I didn't even know really about bass that much. But once I kind of heard what it was capable of in the right hands, that I knew that I could be a bass player and still kind of fulfill the love of guitar,
okay,
with the sort of also the love of rhythm and drums. So yeah, I started on bass right off the bat.
So tell me, how many basses do you own?
Not many, actually. I have owned about 1 billion in my lifetime, but I tend to not keep them around. I don't get sentimentally attached or very much. I think right now the count is only 5.
What model do you play on stage?
Most of the time I play a jazz bass, just a Fender jazz bass.
Fender?
The one I have right now is a Geddy Lee version. But I also have a couple Ibanez Tallman basses that I've liked a lot because they sound like a Fender bass, sort of. So that's the sound I kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah, Ibanez. Ibanez is a good bass.
I wish I had still had all the ones I've owned. I would need a separate building for them, but it'd be interesting to see some of the ones I've gotten rid of over the years.
Ibanez is a good bass.
Yeah, these Tallmans are cool. I don't necessarily like the Sound Gear Ibanezes. That's the ones that are the most popular. But I do like this Tallman series because they're vintagey. They look vintage and they sound vintage. And they were very inexpensive. It's surprising how inexpensive they were for how good they sound and feel. Yep, good deal.
Yeah, I had an Ibanez guitar back in April. It was my black Ibanez guitar, Les Paul. Knockoff looked like it was a 1980s model. It was a 6-string.
Yeah.
But
cool.
see, mine was special. It had purple strings on it, and it had the skull crossbones guitar strap. Somebody stole it.
No.
Somebody stole my fucking guitar. Yep. Don't worry, when I find them, I'll kick their ass.
Maybe we'll get you one.
When I find them, I'll kick their ass.
Oh, more than that. Yeah, just beat it to death with it.
That's my guitar. It's that's the guitar I learned how to play on, and that's the only one I'm very comfortable with. But I did see a Michael Sector guitar.
Yeah.
And it's really cheap, and it has autographs on it, and guys holding it for me. I'm making payments on it, so I'm gonna have it in a couple weeks in my hands.
Oh, cool.
I could play that one too. It felt like my Ibanez, that guitar.
Yeah. Well, Joe plays an Ibanez too, so we're all Ibanez people.
Oh, I love Ibanez. My favorite.
Yeah.
I've tried a Jackson. I've tried a Dean. I've tried other brands. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's in the setup too. I mean, the way you set one up, it can feel completely different. There's moving those strings of, a minute fraction of an inch can make a guitar feel like shit or make it feel, like a dream.
I had a Megadeth Peace Cells Dean Flying V guitar.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah.
Okay. I tried playing it, but see my fingers. The string kind of cut my finger, and I was like, "Fuck!" Then I sold that thing off.
Well, it sounds better with a little blood on the fretboard.
I sold it off to a good friend. He plays in band.
Yeah.
So tell me,
Cool.
what's your favorite food?
My favorite food.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. I would probably be inclined to say Chicago's Italian beef. Right here in Chicago, I tend to just eat the shit out of that when I come here. But I like Italian food. I like Mexican food also. Just depends on the day, I guess. I like spicy food.
I like Portillo's.
Portillo's, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we when we come to town a lot. We go there a lot. They're actually building one of those over by home there in Indiana here. So.
Yeah, we got one in Gurney.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's we just ate there about 2 weeks ago in Gurney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get the combo, the sausage and Italian beef, and then either sweet or hot peppers, depending on the mood.
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Well, shit.
Maybe the same day. Who knows? Anyways,
right.
favorite drink?
Well,
non-alcoholic or alcoholic, either or.
I'm actually like a Pepsi fiend. So much so that I had to actually cut back on it because I was gaining weight. So I had to cut more than half of that out of my diet. But I'm like a Pepsi fiend.
Okay,
totally.
see the difference. Okay, the dark Pepsi itself, or Mountain Dew.
Regular, yeah.
Okay, so back in the day, back in the 90s, I used to be drinking Pepsi and Coke. Okay, dark Cokes. That made you gain a lot of weight. Then I switched off to Sprite, Mountain Dew, and 7-Up and Sierra Mist. Now, see, from difference from that and that, I've lost up over 120 pounds.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting, but I don't know that I could switch over. I just sort of cut back. So instead of I used to get big 32 ounce, versions of it, that you get at the gas station. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
But man, that's the worst because that's like 3 cans of of Pepsi that you're drinking, and then it's if you do that every day, you're gonna gain weight. That's what I was doing. So, that had to go. So now it's more water and Gatorade.
Water, Gatorade, fruit drinks are very healthy for you.
What's that?
Fruit drinks are very healthy for you.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me tell you something.
Not really.
Let me tell you something. Do you have an Aldi by you?
Yes.
Okay, now, when you go to the Aldi, go to the ice cream section. They sell these different blend berries in a bag, okay? It's like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and stuff. You buy that bag, and you buy plain yogurt, okay?
Yep.
You buy one of those bags, and you buy plain yogurt, and you take 4 ounces of that plain yogurt, and half a bag of berries. If it's only for you, half a bag of berries and plain yogurt, and 1 bottle of water, and blend it. Fruit smoothie right there. You lose a lot of weight. You stay very healthy, and it's good for your heart.
Well, good. Yeah, that's a good point. And smoothies too. I've been drinking the hell out of smoothies.
Oh yeah, you can make your own.
So I'm kind of replacing the Pepsi with that has helped also.
It only costs you. Let's see how much it costs you for the fruit smoothie. It would cost you only like $2.50. All you spend is $2.50.
Yeah.
Make it your own.
I will do that.
First concert you've been to?
Knowing me, I'd put a bunch of sugar in there and then defeat the
purpose. Sugar's good. First concert you've been to?
First concert, that would have been Ace Frehley in 1986. The first tour after he left Kiss in LaPorte, Indiana.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's top 5 favorite bands?
Top 5, no particular order, but I'll go with Alice Cooper, Kiss, Rush, Blue Oyster Cult.
Nice.
And that fifth one always hangs me up because I could go several different directions with it, but I'm probably going to go with a band called Niacin.
Nice. Good choice.
Yeah. I had older siblings that had a lot of '70s albums in the house, and after they left, I was quite a bit younger, and I ended up finding the albums, and that's where I get my love of the '70s stuff. So, thank God,
Well, if we're gonna talk old music, or no, old music, I'm like Black Sabbath, Meatloaf, Led Zeppelin, Slayer, obviously throw the Slayer in there, cause it's thrash metal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and fucking Bee Gees, Beatles. I say the Beatles. I do Elvis more than Beatles.
Yeah, I don't go back that far, really. I mean, I can listen to it, but it doesn't do much for me, the Beatles and that stuff. I was never a Stones fan either.
I like the Bee Gees. Jive talking.
As far back as I go, if we're gonna go back to like the late '60s and stuff, my favorite band on that time period is probably the Who.
The Who? They were good too.
Yeah.
The Who? The what? Okay. So how many times a month do you guys practice?
A month do we practice? Almost never.
You never practice?
We only practice if we're writing a new material, or if we have to learn a new song that we haven't done, or if there's a pretty big gig coming up and we kind of want to be, on the ball. But we don't need to rehearse that much. We are going into the next series of shows. We're probably going to do some more rehearsal than normal because we're going to add some new songs from this new album that we've never played before. So we're going to have to do some rehearsal on that. But as far as the old songs, we've been playing those for 7 years, so we don't really need to rehearse them.
Okay. Now, what websites can your band be found on?
We have a Facebook page that is probably the best place to go. Dark Trilogy site, and then Reverb Nation is also Dark Trilogy site. Those are the two main ones. We don't do Instagram or Twitter or any of that shit. So I really don't want to do the Facebook, but it's kind of a must these days, If you want to reach people, that's how you do it.
Okay. What CD's in your car right now?
My CD player has been broken in my car for probably 5 years.
Damn.
So I plug my phone into the jack, and I listen. All the music I listen to is on my phone.
Okay.
So I've got like 145 billion songs on my phone. So, and it could be anything at any given time because I just kind of shuffle all the songs, But as far as an album, I've been listening to all the pre-release tracks from the new Mr. Big album. I've been listening to those 5 songs a lot. The last album from Havoc, I've been listening to quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I love Havoc.
That's a great album, as well as the last one from Death Angel.
Oh yeah.
So that's been when I've been in a heavier mood. But on the lighter side of the new Richie Kotzen album.
Now see, you're getting into my swing of music.
Well good. I do a little of everything.
Okay, now I got a joke. So when you shuffle songs, Usually jumping from Justin Bieber to Britney Spears to NSYNC, then to fucking Black Sabbath, then to back to Rihanna, then back to Adele, then probably to Blue Oyster Cult, right?
The last one.
I just had to toss that in there.
Yeah, I'm not really the pop guy, actually.
Well, no, everybody listens to pop. No,
No.
you can't say you don't.
I just posted something on Facebook the other day, actually, about my hatred of some of that bullshit and that man that I...
Yeah, the new shit is garbage. The new shit is garbage. The older shit is good.
Yeah, I mean... I was catching shit from people that I, that have never even talked to me before, and I was like, well, suddenly you love Justin Bieber so fucking much, It's like, whatever.
But Justin Bieber does have good vocals, though.
Oh, for Christ's sake, get the fuck out of here with that.
No, he does have good vocals.
And yeah, that's the other thing I got is, he can play instruments. He plays guitar, he plays drums. It's like, no, he strums a guitar and he can play a drum beat. It doesn't make him a fantastic musician.
Okay.
He doesn't deserve the money he has.
No, he doesn't. So in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see your band at?
Hopefully we're all alive, being that we're at our advanced age. No, I tend to think that we'll still be writing and recording stuff. We'll be doing shows. I mean, it's the same thing that we're doing now. I mean, 5 years for sure. 10 years. I know I'll be playing. I can't speak for the other two guys, but I think once you're an artist, I think that doesn't leave. It's once it's there, I think you have to create. It's like painter has to paint. It's like the musician has to have that outlet. I'll still be doing it from 5 to 10.
Now, tell me, what's your most fondest memory of the band so far?
The best memory of the band?
Yeah.
That's probably that Winery Dog show last year. Just all 3 of those musicians are among my top favorite musicians ever, and to play with them that night was fantastic. Unfortunately, we only had about 12 hours of preparation because I got the call to do it literally the night before, and scrambling just to get everything together and get 3 hours from home to be able to do it. But it was fantastic once we got there.
Now, okay, that's pretty cool. So now, wait. Now, when you played Festival Witch Friday, Festival Witch, July 21st at midnight at Buku Rock Lounge, the show's $20, everybody. Make sure you buy your tickets. Find out Festival of the Witch on Facebook or Google it. Anyways, now when you play that show, I'll make sure, just for you, I'll wear my Justin Bieber t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, do that. Why don't you do that? Yeah. And then I'll give you one of ours.
I don't own any Justin Bieber t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a joke.
That's fine. I wouldn't hold it against you.
No, that's a joke, though. I don't own any t-shirts, though. But me, growing up, I was a big fan of Disney Channel.
Well, that's... I guess it's the same thing, just in a different time period.
Yeah, it's okay, now, hold on, we'll throw a question off subject. But it's related towards music. See, now Disney Channel has all these little actors, like Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana,
Yeah.
Hilary Duff, Miley Cyrus, Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, Justin Bieber, Zac Efron, all that shit, right? So most of these kids grew up to be music artists, okay?
Yeah.
But Disney Channel portrayed them as sluts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure, because sex sells. That's
what the
bottom
fuck?
line.
They were only children.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter in Hollywood. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. But Disney Channel's not Hollywood, though.
Well, yeah, but same thing.
Disney is its own entity. Still, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I guess as long as there's a planet that's going to be bullshit little Pop-Tart, star singers and all that, I guess that's a necessary evil, I guess. That's the yin and yang balance of the world, I guess. You have to have a certain amount of bullshit like that.
Let me ask you this. Foreign language you wish to speak?
I don't know, man. That's tough. Probably Spanish, because that's what we're all going to be speaking eventually.
Yeah.
I should have paid more attention in high school, I guess. But
nothing.
Yeah. Then when I go to the West Coast and stuff, I could feel a little more comfortable talking to people.
You should learn the basics, like "Hola, cómo estás?" Just basic words,
Yeah, I probably know some of it. I had the David Lee Roth album. They recorded all the lyrics in Spanish, so yeah, I kind of know. I know how to sing "Shy Boy" in Spanish, but I don't think that'll get me very far.
You can't hold a conversation with that song.
Depending on where I go, it'd be making me a long ways. But whatever.
What's the last TV show you binge watched?
We caught there's a new series of Stephen King's The Mist that just came out. We caught up the first 3 episodes of that.
Really? What channel?
It's on Spike.
I don't have cable. See if I can pull it up on
Netflix. We don't ever normally watch, but I was a big fan of that movie, so I figured I'd better check out the TV series.
Okay.
And also, probably the other one would be those series with Josh Gates, on the Travel Channel or whatever. I love those.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a fun question. Which Smurf character would you be?
Grumpy.
Grumpy. I see. Why? Because you're always grumpy?
What would you say?
Smurf.
Isn't there a grumpy Smurf?
Yeah, there's a grumpy Smurf.
Okay. I don't remember totally, but I thought there was.
Yeah, there's a grumpy Smurf too. Yeah, besides Seven Dwarf Dave, there's a grumpy Smurf.
I know there's a dwarf, but I'm pretty sure there's a Smurf.
Yeah, there's a grumpy Smurf. We were just watching Smurfs: The Last Village on Prime. My Prime stick. Yeah. So, last question. You've been invited to play in Vegas. What would you name your act for that show? What would the title of the show be?
Is it a band or is it just like a Broadway type show? What is
You're on stage with Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Dead People, Dio.
Oh, it's a Dead People show.
Well, they're still alive though. They're still alive though in this little question.
Oh, but they're still alive?
Yeah, and the question they're still alive.
God, you're fucking me all up here.
What would you name that show?
What would I name it? Dio, Bob Marley.
And
who else? Who's all in this thing?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, who I don't really like, by the way. Me and my guitar player kind of go back and forth on that. I can't stand Jimi Hendrix. But,
okay.
Well, I don't know.
I like Bob Marley more than Jimi Hendrix.
Stone Black Guys in an Elf. How about that?
Stone Black Guys in an Elf. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Grumpy. It's Grouchy Smurf.
Yeah, with Grouchy Smurf coming to Paris Hotel.
Yep, Grouchy Smurf. That's cool. So, Festival of the Witch, July 21st, everybody. 12 p.m.
Yes.
Midnight, 12 to midnight. $20 to get in at the Kurok Lounge. It's a big place. I haven't been there. It'll be my first time there. Have you guys played there yet?
We have not played there. Nope,
So-
I have not played in Berwyn at all.
So this will
that'll
be everybody's
our
first time.
A night of many firsts.
Yep. So, thank you for your time.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
No
A lot of
problem.
fun. I've never been asked most of these questions by interviewers, so you win the prize.
Yeah, my interviews are very special.
Yeah, very much. I had fun.
Oh yeah, I make sure everybody has fun.
You know, I love it. So who are your primary music influences? Well, God, you know, everybody's asked me that. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. This is fun. I appreciate it.
If you want to answer that question, you can go ahead. Feel free to do that.
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your time, my friend.
Oh, yeah, thanks. And it'll be good to meet you on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to it.
But stay on the phone, okay?
All right.